Very eclectic? Very eclectic, that was a big word. Eclectic, okay. I use it on I put it on the board for you to avoid this word. That's good. And very eclectic means what? An eclectic person does not listen to all kinds of music. Eclectic person actually may listen, but you may go to different types, but say, okay, I want to listen to this, I want to listen to that. That's eclectic, because you bring different elements, put them together to make up your own. That's eclectic. So I would say I'm interested in different. I'm interested in, you said all
kind of music.
All kind of music. Something's wrong with this phrase.
Kinds.
Subject, verb, agreement, actually, but kinds. So all kinds of music, such as
Brazilian song, music.
Brazilian music? Well, Brazilian music. Okay, what is Brazilian music? Can you give me some? Brazilian music is like what? Does Brazilian come with double L or one L? I think one L.
Have many kind of different.
Many kinds of.
Brazilian music.
Such as? The first thing that comes to mind is samba.
Samba, pagode.
Go ahead, yeah, it's good to hear.
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Did I get it right? Yeah. But what the world knows and also has entered English is like samba, and there are also some other types that people know about. Funky music, well, yeah, that's like, okay, so when somebody asks you about music, it's good to know some different types of music. Like, let me ask you guys individually. Tui, what kind of music are you interested in?
Country.
Country music. So let me put some words here. Okay? Country music. So we have all kinds of music, that's what he said. Fine. So we have some different types, like country music. What else? Come on.
Folk music.
Folk music. Well, folk music. Rock and roll? Who said rock and roll? Rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Pop music.
Pop. Are you really interested in pop music? Good. I just want to know. Pop music.
Jazz.
Jazz? Who said jazz? Is anyone really interested in jazz? Here? I don't need to write pop music, pop, jazz. Jazz. Who's interested in jazz here? Nobody? Good. What else? Give me some types of music.
R&B.
Opera? R&B?
Yes.
What is R&B? Do you know what it stands for? R&B.
Rock and blues.
Rhythm and blues. Rhythm and blues, right? Good. What else? What other types of music do we have?
Classic.
Classic, yeah? Classical? Classical music. Classical, not classic. Remember, don't say classic music. We don't have classic music. It's classical. Classical music. So classical music. So classic music, no. We don't have classic music, it's classical music. So rock and roll, pop, jazz, R&B, folk music, rock, country music. Hip hop, did I hear that? Hip hop. Yeah. Rap. Reggae. Let's check how it's written. Maybe double A, G, A, E, right? Can you check reggae for me? So, what else do we have? Come on. Hard rock. We have hard rock, soft rock, hard rock. Heavy metal.
Techno, heavy metal.
Yeah.
Gothic.
Death metal, heavy metal, techno, someone said. Techno.
Gothic.
Gothic. Beautiful. Let's go to the church. Some Gothic music.
Reggae.
Reggae. How do you spell it?
R-E-G-G.
R-E-G-G was fine.
G-A-E.
So it was correct. So reggae,
Spiritual gospel.
gospel music, beautiful. Gospel. Gospel music, perfect. When you go church music on, gospel is like when you go to church and you hear some soul. Do you know soul? Soul? So, okay. So we have some different kinds of music. Some people are interested in pop, others are interested in classical music, some are into folk music. What is folk music? So you said it, so you should be able to tell us.
Yeah, because it's totally different in my country.
So,
Even Vietnamese people, when we hear the folk music, it's difficult to understand.
okay, but folk music generally is what? What kind of music is folk music?
From like it's like
It's a-
history of folk music.
It's a kind of, come on. Well, what music is folk music?
People just sing it by generation to generation.
So it's a traditional
Yeah.
music, which is also for a region.
Yeah.
Regional music. It's, for example, you can say the southwest of Vietnam. There we have this kind of music, right? It's folk music, which is regional to this region, and it's traditional. So folk music. Actually, traditional music is another traditional. Traditional, for example, Vietnamese music. Traditional music, folk music. Okay. So we have different kinds. So one way when somebody asks you, what kind of music are you interested in? You can say, well, then there are some different ways of saying it. Okay, now, Julia, you said pop? How would you say the sentence? Like I said, what kind of music are you interested in?
Well, I'm interested in pop music.
If you don't want to say exactly I'm interested in, well, you can say I'm interested in pop music. You can change that.
Pop music.
I love pop music. I adore pop music. There's a number of things you can say. Well, I adore pop music. I'm a big fan of. So there's now next we want to know like how we can make our sentences. I'm a huge fan of. I'm a huge fan of. What music? Like we would say I'm a big fan of. Instead of big, I can say I'm a huge fan of pop music. I adore this. I really love, yeah? Instead of saying I really love, of course, the situation is kind of formal, so semi-formal, it's an interview. But you can still, depending on the interviewer, if it's young, you can say, I'm crazy about, right? Crazy about is, there's nothing wrong with saying I'm crazy about. Well, I'm crazy about rock music. And I'm crazy about. Well, if you want to sound a little bit more formal, you can say, I'm fascinated. Yes? I am fascinated by or with. We usually say by in this context. So I love, you're fascinated, yeah? I'm fascinated by, I love, I'm really interested in. So the guy says, like, interested, what kind of music are you interested in? Well, the easiest way is to add one really to it, to give some spice to it. I'm really interested in. What are you interested in? I'm really interested in. Well, I love. And then, of course, your intonation, right? It's very important. You don't sit down and say, I love. So if you love something, it's kind of exciting. Look, because naturally, native speakers, when they speak, because they're not thinking about their sentences, what they say and their feelings are so attached. That's why naturally, when you love something and you're sitting somewhere, you don't say, I love. But a language learner is thinking about their sentences, so they are using, oh, the word was love. I love You know? That's why it's, but there you have to be more natural. Like if you say I love something, well, you love something, right? Or you can't say I hate. It makes me very sad. You can't do that, right? So naturally when something makes you sad, it's in your tone of voice, in your face, in your facial expression, in everything. So, this is how you start.
Yeah.
Well, I'm crazy about rock and roll. It's because now you want to give it some more reason, right? You want to justify it. If it's rock and roll, for example, you said what music?
Pop music.
She loves pop music. Oh, I really love pop music. I adore pop music. Okay?
Because?
Because?
Because it's most common on the radio, for example, and I like to dance.
So, is pop music dance music?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. This guy who sang the all of me loves all of you. Can you dance with that? Oh yeah, of course. Right?
No, but
So, so not you can't dance with all kinds of pop music, but you like to dance with pop music. Okay, well then the interviewer also doesn't want to know, but you might think dance with pop music like most pop music actually stuff that's not dance music, right? So we do have dance music, which is a kind of pop music, but then it's dance music. So next time somebody asks you why do you like pop music, come on, like because I want to dance. Think of a better reason. So Kenta, what is your favorite music and why?
I'm really keen on classical
keen on?
music.
Keen on what?
Classical music.
Guys, it's 12:09 and nobody's telling me.
I whisper.
You whisper? I don't hear whispers. Be loud and clear, okay? Why whisper? Say it's break, right? Break time. So, okay, let's break for the break. And people like wonder what's going on in that class. So, classic. He said just one thing. He said, I'm keen on classical music. Keen on is good. And especially for classical music, you should say it in an old-fashioned way. I'm really keen on classical music. Yeah? You're keen on. I'm keen on. I enjoy. You can say, I really enjoy classical music. You can say, I really enjoy. Thank you very much. When we come back, we'll have more speaking, and then we'll move on to grammar.